I I didn't think it could get worse than episode 2. Or okay, I won't say worse. I didn't think it could get just as bad. I didn't think it could get as bad as episode 2. So to have that replicated twice, um, I, this is one of the anything like, hey, can it just be okay? It's bad. I see why it's bad. I don't need you to tell me because it's just so blaringly obvious. But on my episode 2 rant video, there were some people that were defending the episode. So if you like the episode, okay, that's great. That's fine. I probably can't change your mind about that, you know. But I am going to make it abundantly clear why I don't and why I think you shouldn't think it's good as well. Let me tell you this. I mean, I got the fucking camera pulled up. I was going to go through the episode, but at this point it's just like I don't even like I derailed as the episode went on. I was like, okay, I don't really even care to break this down because it's clearly not just worth it. But um let me ask you this. If you enjoyed this episode, simple question. Do you think that if The Walking Dead started off putting out episodes like this, do you think that you would still be as big of a fan as the show you 10 years later like you are right now? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it would have gained popularity from putting out episodes like this? Now, don't get me wrong. The episode isn't like glaringly broken in terms of like being just a ghost episode on another show or a ghost movie, you know, low budget one. But it isn't really bad in terms of that. But as a Walking Dead episode, right? It is Walking Dead, right? Can we look? Can we look just to make sure? I mean, obviously I'm just being a jackass now, but let's see here. Tales of the Walking Dead. That's right. Yeah. So it's supposed to be about zombies, right? Not ghosts. I that's what I thought, you know. What I would have loved for this show to be would have been really like backstories of characters that we already know and that are already established, kind of like what we got with Alpha, but they even fucked that up because they retconned some stuff from that, so they couldn't even do that right. Although I will say that episode was fine, and probably my favorite episode was the one with the doctor in the woods or whatever. And that one was good. But anyway, the episode 2 and this episode just fucking ruins all of that credibility for me. And yeah, these episodes just low budget as hell. But anyway, I would have loved to either see that with characters, established characters, or I would have loved to see different locations, different places. All of these episodes were just in the woods, same old shit, low budget as hell. So it's just like once you break that lore, where do you stop? You know, like can now in the Walking Dead movies, can a spaceship suddenly come up and pick up Rick Grimes? Because I'll say this as my last point on just the reason this shit does not work for me. If you go to see a shark movie, you know, and fucking Bigfoot is the whole plot of the movie, them chasing down Bigfoot. Is that okay just because Bigfoot could exist in the universe, you know, just like ghosts could exist in the universe, so we're going to make it about fucking Bigfoot, this shark movie. Does that make it you know, okay to have a shark movie be all about Bigfoot? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, end of the rant there, I guess. I'll briefly go over my notes here. The in the episode, if you couldn't guess, I think I gave episode 2 a 2 out of 10, or maybe even lower, a 1 out of 10. But whatever, this one's gonna be just a fucking 0, you know, who gives a fuck. I'll at least give it a 1 for, you know, it's not like the actor's fault of the crew. As if my rating affects them at all. Hope, it looks like Hope's actress is in this, from Tales, or from World Beyond, by the way. It's the main chick. How did the old lady die? I still completely missed this. I think I missed some stuff at the start, actually, somehow, but as if that would change what comes later. I'll go back and watch the start at some point, but again, that's not going to change any of the awful shit later on. But how did the fucking lady die? I completely, like, her throat was slit, and it seemed like all he did was grab her arm. But maybe I was just confused. They call them sleepwalkers in this, you know, because we got to always come up with the corny names after Walking Dead set up walkers. That just bothers me a little bit for some reason, but it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, she was bleeding. She just grabs her throat. I really thought whenever I initially saw this that they were going to do something. I need to be careful how much of this I play. I thought they were going to do something where they have the old lady be like the young chick in the future. Like, I could have saw them doing something like that. But luckily they didn't quite go that bad with it. I swear she was bleeding though. Such a cringy fucking death scene too. This is the dude actor. I mean, the chick does okay. The dude actor has some really bad moments through here as well. Oh, she hit her neck on the table. Okay, whatever. My missed it, but even so, I don't think that would quite. I don't know if that would anyway work like that. But I think they had some potential here again, just like in episode 2. They had potential with having it be people from, or having it take place in Atlanta. You know, where the start is, back to Walking Dead season 1, whatever. You know, and they had a good setup with these two characters, like having them be like a Bonnie and Clyde, kind of bad, but not really. You know, he's kind of worse than she is, but you know, they're kind of in that neutral middle level. And I think that would have been interesting to see in a more grounded scenario within the universe. Okay. What else do I got in my notes here? Like I said, I just kind of stopped taking points. It was funny when the dude was talking about his dead dog. I fucking laughed about that. My sister's dog, like, wore fall-on sweaters and was fat, so it's probably dead. That was funny. Oh, and I'll tell you the point where the episode, like, completely derailed for me. I mean, even though, you know, it's boring as fuck through the whole thing. The blood, it's just... Yeah, the trophies coming to life. This was where it lost me to me, because I was like, how cheap you guys are, and you guys are doing effects with this, like paying for effects with this. It actually looked pretty good. Like I said, this could function as like a horror movie or something, or a ghost movie, right? Talking bird was a little creepy. That gave me the creeps. I don't like parrots already, so whenever it was saying like, what did you do, you know, that was creepy. Yeah. And yeah, bad acting by this guy, especially whenever he notices this chick outside and he starts like freaking out. And yeah, the face, I'm just trying to give it the best credit I can. And then the face at the end, whenever they see like the lady, was a little bit spooky. Yeah, that face right there, but they get rid of the filter, and it just looks like a Snapchat filter at a certain point. And then, yeah, she gets eaten by like an Ash vs. Evil Dead tree, I guess, because Ash vs. Evil Dead is canon in this. This is in the Walking Dead universe. This has the Walking Dead title. This is what you're going to do. Call it something different, because all this feels like is I'm getting tricked into watching this because it has the Walking Dead brand on it, or we were just out of regular like zombie apocalypse type stories, ideas. So... you know, we're just kind of doing whatever, and that's fine, because it's, you know, it's just the best we can do, I guess. Just don't do it at all. If you can't give me, you know, like I said, backstories to characters, good budget, stories that at the very least, take place in the in the Walking Dead universe, then just don't do it, or do it and call it something else again. So I don't want to repeat myself too much. Clearly fucking hated it. And I think the majority did too, but I know there's going to be some people out there that did enjoy it. I hope if you did, you at least will hear out my points that I've said, and not just, you know, oh, you just don't get it, it's a different show so they can do different stuff, you know. Give me that bullshit, because I think I've made my point for that a couple times in this video. So if you're going to say something like that, at least promise me that you've watched the whole video, you've heard me out. And again, I'm not attacking you. If you enjoyed it, okay, fine. Whatever. I'm not going to tell you you can't, but I fucking hated it. So, yeah, easily the worst spin-off series, I think. Yeah, even as bad as Fear has gotten, and how bad Fear's been jumping the shark, yeah, this is still has delivered the most shit in the Walking Dead universe. So, let me know what you thought about it, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Walking Dead main show coming back, right? That would be the next Walking Dead thing. Because I think this was the finale. Even more despicable that they would do this in a finale when those episodes are supposed to be, you know, better than most. Alright, thanks for watching.